Well, good morning, my chums, welcome to the channel. I think I made a little bit of a faux pas today. I've come up to Alnmouth, haven't set the camera up yet, which is why I'm on my phone here. Try a bit of flounder fishing, and it's pulling like a proverbial bum. It's really ripping out. It's supposed to be low water now, but I think there's that much fresh water coming from, if you have a look, I think there's that much fresh water coming downstream. It's just ripping. I'm struggling to hold bottom, and when I have retrieved my gear, it's full of like grass, like weed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to persevere, wait for the flood. Hopefully it's going to ease off. But I've got a feeling there's so much fresh water coming out because we've had a lot of rain that it's probably going to affect the fishing. But I'll give it a little while here. The sea's too rough. Just been up to have a look at the actual beach itself at Alnmouth. The sea's up. There's probably about a 3-4 foot swell on. So I'll just have to hold out here for a little bit and give it a try. If things get really bad, I'll just have to move maybe further down the coast. I'll have a try anyway. I haven't set the gear up yet, like I say. I've got the rods and everything up. As you can see, I've got one rod out. Got the beach to myself, which is lovely. But as I say, it's supposed to be slack water now, and it's still ripping out. So hopefully we'll see what the tide brings. If there's going to be loads of seagrass, it's pointless. But I'll give it a go anyway, as you do, you know, and see what happens. But I'll bring you back, whatever happens. See you soon. Oh, well, I'll take this out for now. Don't need that. When I arrived, it was dark, so I've got that on. Well, hello chums. Hope everyone's well. Hope you're doing okay. It's been a funny week. Weather's been absolutely shite, to be quite honest with you. I've got a break in the weather, so I thought I'd come up to Alnmouth. As I said just before in the previous footage, I think things might be against us today. The river's pushing everything out really fast. It's just bombing down here. There's only a small tide. I don't know if you can see that I've picked up weed again on my line there. As soon as the weed's hitting my line, I'm down. I've made the mistake of coming on braid as well again, which I should have brought mono. But I'm not holding bottom, I'm just getting dragged round. I'm holding for about 5 minutes and then it's getting pulled round. I'm hoping that the flood changes things. But I'm not sure because it's really pushing down hard and it's supposed to be bottom water now. But I'm going to persevere. I mean, you can see that the rod's like literally bent round. I'm parallel to the beach now. I mean, I'm only on 3-ounce leads, but I can cast a 4 on these rods, but that's about it. Yeah, so it's just one of those days. Unfortunately, I just had to get out. It's a weather window, so I thought it would be best to get out while I can. I was hoping for it to be perfect and we'll get some good flounders. I mean, we may still catch, but I think I'm going to have to stay for it to flood. It's a tough decision whether to stay and chance the flood or move. I mean, I'm about an hour away from home. I could go further down the coast, but there's a big sea on, as I've said. I mean, this is ridiculous. Right, I'm going to get this in, chaps, and I'll come back to you. La-ti-ti, plink, 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 like playing the banjo. Yeah, not good. So most of my morning so far doing this. Is the flood going to be any different? I just don't know. I'm in a quandary, chums. I'm in a quandary. It's always typical though, isn't it, when you get some time off and you get out, something always pops up to put a hex on your day, but won't let that get us down, will we, chums? No, we won't. I'm curious on how the tide's going to react here because it's pushing down here at a rate of knots and the tide's going to start fighting against this. I mean, the plus side is fishing the flood. All the seawater's coming in. When you're fishing the ebb, you're fishing through the fresh water that's getting pushed out. But it's a chance, it's a day and I think today's the only day where it's going to be dry. I've got to watch this edge because this has been collapsing down here. And then on top of that, are the fish going to want to play? That's the other question. That's the other questione. I've only been putting one rod out purposely because of this. Oh, now I'm stuck on something. Oh, I'm off. Yeah. I'm just going to have to let that gather and then let some out because... Oh, what to do, what to do. What to do. This is not going to be fun, is it? Right. I can't go to the beaches because the sea's up. I'm looking at it from here and them swells are a good 4 foot, even from here. So the beaches are all going to be pretty much the same. We're on small tides. Not that you would think it in here, like, because this is. I would hate it if it was a big 5 metre tide. See how much this would be racing out. But I don't know if it's going to let up. It's just doesn't want to. Anyway, for what it's worth, I'm fishing a two hook flapper, Wrigley normal. Sorry, one up, one down, really. I've got mackerel on one and ragworm on the other, and I'm fishing circle hooks today to give them a try. But you know what? I don't even, at the moment, I don't even think it's worth putting a cast out, and yet it's about 45 minutes after bottom tide, according to the tide book, so I don't know what's going on. What do you do, chums? Dog walkers are starting as well, this will be fun. Anyway, I'll get baited up and get back to you. So how's everyone been? It's been okay? Hope you've been getting out fishing and being successful, of course. It's been a funny old week for it. Weather's been against us quite a lot. The small tides, as I've said before. But it is nice to get out. It's quite pleasant today. It was a little bit wet this morning when I got here, hence the waterproof, but it's definitely drying off. Tide's still pulling like a bugger. I'm hoping that when it floods that it eases off a little bit and we can actually get something. I mean, it's a lovely place to fish. I love coming up to Alnmouth, but when it's bad, it's bad. When it's good, it's good. It's one of those places, you know. If you've never been here before, it's quite nice. You've got a nice stretch of the mouth here. Comes all the way in from the beach, the shoreline. Snakes its way up. Goes right up round there. The back end of us, there's a bridge. It goes over the main road. I've actually fished under there before and I've had fish there, but the most popular spot tends to be around here. I mean, you've got quite a bit of depth, and if you fish here sort of half tide up, you're fishing in quite a good depth as well. Not that you really need it for flounders, but you do catch sea trout here as well. Seen some belters come out of here, but it's a lovely mark. It's just a shame that it's behaving like it is today, but it's sod's law, isn't it, when you take a day off. And this could be the last day before I go back to work because of the weather, because we're due some heavy winds as well. So I've had to come out. And I always film everything for you anyway, whether I catch or not. Wouldn't be fair if I was just putting videos on where I was catching fish all the time. I did go down the Tyne to a different mark, a new mark, on I think it was Tuesday this week. It wasn't a good session anyway. I managed to fish out, but then got home and accidentally wiped all the footage off my camera, which was clever. But these things happen, you know. I'm just glad it wasn't a mega session. I'd have been devastated. But we'll persevere. The sun's starting to peek through. We'll persevere and see what happens. I'll keep bringing you back in little spates and keep you updated, okay? That's what I'm contending with, chums. For the love of God. Washing anybody? I'm in a real quandary. I don't know whether we should have bought and try elsewhere. Can't get too close to this edge either because this has been dropping in. It's fastened up again. Oh, don't tell me that's loads of shite. Yep, it is. Fuck's sake. Pardon me, French. I think a better man would have packed up and went home by now, to be honest. I'm just too stubborn. So many factors in fishing, isn't there? Everything has to come together sometimes just so you can get out and get a session. And there's also so many things that can come together to spoil a session too. I don't know whether I should just move and go tuck myself into a harbour somewhere and just try and scratch something out there. It's nippy as well. And I'm starving, which doesn't help. But but I do have a Greg's Stotty with ham and peas pudding in, which, as you can see, puts a smile on the old dish. No. I tell you what, if there's any fish in this tide, they must be built like Arnie. Be sitting there, flapping away, big tricep, whatever, fin muscle things, strong. Well guys, I must be crazy, but I've had a move. There's a massive sea on today actually. Didn't realise it was this big. It's quite windy as well. Hopefully it's not too bad for you. There's a beautiful sea running. Not exactly what I wanted for the fishing I'm trying to do, but it's a cracker. And you can see it there in the back. I'll actually turn you around just a second. See the sea over there. Holy Island there. Not Holy Island, Coconut Island, my apologies. Coconut Island, lovely swell on there. Waves are starting to come over the pier on this side, so I may have to move further down. I came on that way. I don't think I'm going to get off that way. I'm going to have to go the long way around. But we've got a rod out, we're fishing. There's a big swell coming in. Quite a high swell as well, about 5 foot swell that is. So just have a scratch and see what there is. My last ditch attempt at salvaging something from this. But I'll persevere. You never know, something decent might turn up. The water's really dirty like. But these swells are big coming in. I'm just about holding bottom with a 3-ounce breakaway. It's not the tide, it's just the swell. I've only got one rod out at the moment. I think I'll keep it that way for now, see how it goes. We may not get long here. But as I say, it's just an attempt at salvaging something. I can move further down the pier where it's a little bit calmer if I have to. Which I probably will have a move. We'll see what it's like here for a while. Well guys, I really do think the odds are against us today, unfortunately. I've been praying to Poseidon to throw us a fish. Even a little weaver I'll do. But it's not for the want of trying. It's a very rough day. Sea's up. I really, every time I come out, honestly, to the coast, there's a sea on. It's ridiculous. I'm still out and about. Get the bait used up. I'll bring you back if anything exciting happens. Jones, it's not a blank. I have persevered. I have persevered and I have overcome. Not a monster, but very, very welcome. Oh, keep tight a hold of him. Look at him. Little codling there. Woohoo! Hello. It's not a blank. There's fish there at least. Oh. Right, I've thought of a plan. What I'm doing is I'm on a few casts because there's big swells at the mouth here, so I'm on a few casts and then moving down slightly because it's a lot calmer further back you get. And I'll be working my way back to the car as well, which is parked at the bottom, so that's my plan. Getting hungry now though, probably gonna have to dig into me stotty soon. Looking forward to that. Well, chums, I just lost a good fish there. I can't keep the camera on because it's raining. I don't want to get the microphone wet. Just lost a good fish there. Thumping bait, struck into it, braid snapped. Must have been across a rock or something. And plus I don't have a rubbing leader on, which is a big no-no, but I forgot to bring some with us and I've lost me leader. Never mind. It's still fun. Just had a cracking bait on the left-hand rod here. Seems to be a lot of small Tommy codling about, I think. It's probably not going to go again. It's just a swell. Had a cracking bait though. I think I'm going to have to bait the bullet. It's freezing cold, but I'm going to have to try and tie. I've only got the 80-pound shot lead out of this. I'm going to have to try and attach it to the braid and use it as a rubbing leader because I'm frightened to strike now in case I snap the line. Well, we might as well have a check. It's been out a while. I've just put crab on the other rod. Well, there's a bit of weight there. Take me time. Yeah, we've got a fish on, guys. Oh, oh, chums. Well, my perseverance has paid off. Oh, my perseverance has paid off. Hey, this is what happens when you dig your heels in on the mackerel as well. Nice, through the lip. Now, if you keep still, you could. I'm just going to touch the screen so I can get you, so I can see what I'm doing. You could mistake this one. Oh, stay still. Could be mistaken for a place, but it's not. It's got some beautiful spots on it. Whoa! Shit! Fish went our slip. Jesus Christ. Anyway, there you go. Lovely flounder. It's definitely a flounder. Very lively flounder. Let's get him back, eh? Oh, there's a canny flatty that on it. On mackerel as well. But now, I'm going to celebrate. Greg's Stotty, ham and peas pudding. I love you, Greg's. If you are watching, I love you. I love you, I love you, I love you so much. It's the day of the monsters. He's more than welcome. Lovely little Tommy there. Plenty of rattles. Well, my chums, on an estuary rod, 3 to 4 ounce weight, we've just had this. Right through the lip as well. Look at that. What a beautiful fish. Beautiful fish from Amble Harbour in the big sea. Perseverance. Start off an awful day, and then we'll get this. I'm over the moon. Just going to quickly put it on the box. There he is, chums, in all his glory. Going to get him right back. Absolutely bottom of that. Buzzing! See, turned out to be a really bad day, morning. Come here, excellent. And there's some, that was on mackerel. So there's some cod in this mouth. I mean the sea's huge, but I didn't expect that. Lovely baits as well, and cracking sport on a light rod. Fantastic. I'll be giving it a little bit longer, then I'll be calling it a day, but I'll bring you back if anything happens. Whew. Well, chums, back in the car. It got a little bit naughty. Ignore me little bear. Got a little bit naughty, but it's been a good session. It's been a funny day. It's a tale of two halves, as they say. This morning was atrocious. Didn't think that anything was going to come of it. I thought I'd probably end up going back home. Took a chance coming into the harbour here at Amble. Didn't realise the sea was so big, which it was, but I think that helped. Some nice fish. Missed a few good fish. Had a nightmare with leaders and stuff. But yeah, learning curve, isn't it? Sometimes these things happen. You should be prepared. Sometimes I'm not so prepared. But I do appreciate you watching it. I hope if you've lasted this far. I'd like to say a big shout out to Lenny, obviously my sponsor for bait. Lenny Startling Bait South Shields. If you need anything there, any tackle, any bait, he's your man. I'd like to also thank Limitless Sea Fishing for providing me with some hooks, which I've used today to great effect again. Those Aberdeens, absolutely magic. Handle that codling no problem. So I hope you've enjoyed it. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe or consider subscribing. I hope you've liked what you've seen. Hope I haven't bored you too much with me drivel. And until the next time, I hope you take very good care of yourselves and get some fishing in. But that's me signing off, and another great story for me, lads and lasses. Okay, take good care of yourselves. Okay? Take good care of yourselves. Tight lines. Bye now.